If you would like to get more updates, more content, more projects, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your subscription would encourage me to make more videos. Thank you. Hi all, welcome to Data Analytics and BI. In this tutorial, we will discuss the visuals one by one. So in the previous video, we discussed about formatting of the page. So we discussed about formatting. We clicked on it and we have discussed about how do we go through the page information, canvas setting. So how can we set the background and what is the wallpaper, filter pane and filter cards. In this tutorial, we will discuss about different types of visuals and also what are the aesthetics or what are the terms and conditions or what kind of changes, the font size and all the options that are available. We will discuss all those. So let me pull one data. So click on Excel workbook. Let us go through the same data that we use regularly, that is sales data, sales, and click on open. So let it load, let the data load. So let me select product sales territory and click on load. Yes, the data is loading. Let's see. Yeah, so the data is loaded. So let us go through the first and foremost thing. When the data loads, we need to go to model view and check whether do we have the relation between the tables. Yes, we do have the relation between the tables. So go to the report view. So report view is the view that we use it for development, report to development. So what do we deal? We go through all the visuals. So for what kind of analysis, which visual can be used, we will go through one by one. The first and foremost visual that we deal with is the table visual. Okay, first and foremost visual is the table visual. Let me click on the table visual. Yes, I've clicked on the table visual and let me minimize the filters pane. Increase the size. Okay, increase the size of the visual and let me name this as table visual. Okay, table visual. Click on enter. Okay, so okay, so what do we do now? What let us do? Let us give the title of this page. Okay, in the page, let us give the title. For giving the title, we have a visual called as text box. Okay, so we can write in the text box. Okay, click on this is the text box. Okay, add a text to your box. So what I do here, so I can type table visual. Okay, I can type table visual. Okay, so here what we have the font style, font size, and font color. Do we need to make it bold, italic, underline? Whether do we want to have the left side, center, right side? Okay, and decrease indentation. Okay, increase indentation, insert link, superscript, subscript, all these options. Okay, we want to have the title as bullet list or number list. Okay, the way we see in the Excel or in the Word, in the PPT, we have the same thing in here. Okay, Control A and increase the font. So make it 24. Okay, make it 24. Let me increase the size of the visual. Decrease the width. Okay, and decrease the height. So increase the width. So here let me go for another. Okay, Times New Roman. And let me make it center. Okay, and make it bold. So we can also make the color of the visual. Okay, so let us have the background color. Okay, let us have the background color of the table visual. Okay, so how can we do that? The background color of the table visual. So let me click on this. Go to the effects. Okay, we have the option called as background. Click on this and let us go for light background. Okay, and make this as white or any other color. Okay, any other color. Okay, no, it doesn't look good. So let me make it some other color. Okay, Red color, does it look good? Yes, okay, it looks good. Or let us go with white. Is that fine? White? No, no, no. So let us go with a red color. Okay. So we can change the color. Okay. And also go to the effects and add the visual border so that we get the borders around the visual. Okay. Make it 10 so that we get the rounded corners. Okay. Make it red. You see now we got the visual border. You see the rounded corners, we get it on the corners of the visual. Okay. So we got it. So we created the text box. We created the text box. Okay. We have added the title. Now let me click on the visual, table visual. So what did we select? We have selected the table visual. So what do we have in here in the table visual? We can add the columns in the column section. Okay, we can add, you see, add data fields here. Okay, add data fields here. In the columns, okay, in the columns, we can add from the data, we can add the columns in here. Okay, add the data field here. We can add multiple columns. Let me expand the product, add the category. Okay, check the box or drag and drop. Where is that another one subcategory? We have subcategory drag and drop under the category. And also expand the sales or expand the territory, add the region. Okay, add the region. And what do we have? And let us go, and we also have the product name. Let me add product name under the category. Move this region little above. Okay, region, category, subcategory, product name. Okay, let me also add the color. Let's see what do we have in the color. No, it is not available. So let me not take the color. And what do we have? Do we have any other thing? So let me also add the start date. Okay, start date and make it date hierarchy. Okay, start date instead of hierarchy, make it start date. So we will get it in a date. Click on this and make it only date because time is completely zero. It doesn't make any sense. Make it date. And instead of long date, let us make it short date. Yes, we made the short date. Okay, we have added. I can scroll down and I can also go here. Add total. Where is that? Do we have total product car? Total sales amount. We need to make it into whole number. Click on yes. And now let us add total sales amount over here. Yes, we added total sales amount. So instead of directly adding the implicit measures, what do we need to do? We need to create the measure. Okay, right click on the new measure. Now let us create total sales. Total sales equal to sum of total sales amount. Close the bracket, click on enter. So there is no need of selecting, don't summarize or average, minimum, maximum. We will directly we can directly add the measure. Yes, total sales, we have added it. Make it dollar, automatically it will be separated by the comma. Yes, it is a dollar. So we have added region, start date, category, subcategory. So table visual takes the data, the columns in the column section. Okay, we have added it. Okay, what is the next thing that we need to go through? So I can also add, if I would like to add any other, I can also add. So let me add order date. Okay, start date. Let me also add order date, expand it and click on order date only. Do not add the hierarchy. So what do we have in the hierarchy? Year, quarter, month, day. So I do not want that. So let us add only the date. Okay. So what do we have? Next thing is that let me click on this, make it short date only. Short date. Okay. Now let us go through each and every option that we have it. So in the build visual, we can choose the visual. Okay. In the build visual. Okay. Remember, in the build visual, we can choose different types of visuals. Okay. These are all the visuals available. These are all the visuals available. So what did we choose? We chose the table visual. Okay, in the columns. Okay, in the columns, whatever the required columns that are available for our analysis, we have added in the columns. Okay, one by one we have added it. And the next one is format your visual. Okay, so format the visual. What is formatting the visual? Editing the visuals. Okay, editing the visuals. And the next one is, okay, next one is add further analysis to the visual. Okay, for now, let us go through formatting the visual. Okay, let us go through formatting the visual. Okay, so what do we have in the visual? Again, it is in the formatting the visual. We have visual and general options. Two options available. So we have visual, which is completely related to the visual. And also another one is general. What is the pixel size? What is the background, rounded corners that we can go for? Those options will be in the general. Okay, so let me expand style preset. So in the style, under the style, we have different types of styles available. Okay, first one is default. When we enter, we will automatically get the default. So let me click on none. Okay, default, this is the default style. Let me click on none. Yes, we got the none. Okay, let me increase the size. Okay, you will be easily understanding it. Okay, and the next option, okay, next style is minimal. So different styles. Okay, the color changes, the border we get, the whatever the color we get. Okay, so we have got a light blue color under the column header. Okay, and let me go for bold headers. We get the region, start date, order date category. It will be bold headers. And the next one is alternate rows. We get the light black color alternate rows. Okay, light gray color. And the next one is contrast alternating rows. Another one. And flashy rows. We get different color. Another color changes. Bold header, flashy rows. So headers will become bold headers. Next option sparse. And the next option condensed. Okay. So this is what we have it. So if I click on reset to default, then we get into the previous position. Okay. This is about the style. Let me minimize the style. Okay. Expand the grid. What is the grid? Okay. What is the grid lines? So the grid lines are, okay, the one which you see, this is a grid line. Okay. And we have horizontal grid lines and vertical grid lines. Okay. Horizontal grid lines and vertical grid lines. Vertical grid lines. Okay. Horizontal grid lines and vertical grid lines. So how do we add the horizontal and vertical grid lines? Let us see that. Okay. So you see grid lines are enabled. If I turn this off, you will not be able to see the grid lines, the horizontal one. Okay. Let me add. Let us make it black 60% lighter. Increase the width of the grid lines. You see the grid lines, the horizontal grid lines. You see, this is the horizontal grid line. This one is the horizontal grid line. Okay. The width has been changed. Okay. If I turn this off, we will not be able to see the grid line. You see the horizontal grid line. This one. This is the horizontal grid line. And the next one is vertical grid lines. So, okay, this one is the vertical grid line. And this one is the horizontal H. Okay, this one is the vertical grid line. You remember that. Okay, now let me add the horizontal grid lines also. It is disabled. Let me turn this on. Okay, now you see the vertical grid lines. Let me increase the size and let me make the different color. You will be able to see the grid lines. Okay, you see, this is vertical grid line. Okay, this one is vertical grid line. Okay, this one is vertical grid line. Okay, so let me come down. We have, let me expand the borders. We have the borders. Okay, what kind of a borders that we see? So the borders that we want to make it on each and the corners, I mean, each and every. So you see on the region, start date, order date, on the above the region, we do not have the line. This is a border. After the total sales. Okay, let me show that to you. So this is the one border. Okay, on the top, this is the, after the total, we have the border. Okay, right side, left side. Okay, this is the left side border. Okay, after I scroll down at the end. Okay, at the end, and after the total, this is the bottom border line. Okay, there are four borders: top, bottom, left, and right. So you see the goodness of Power BI. Everything, each and every changes, if we want to make it, we can go through the options, and we can go for making the changes to the visual. Okay, for now, let me disable the grid lines. So it would be easy for us to understand the borders. Click on the reset to default. Do we have the reset to default? Okay, under the here we have the reset to default. Now, let me expand the options, or not the options. Yeah, borders. Okay, so what do we have? All. If I expand all, we have column headers. If you only want to add column headers border, I can add the column headers. You see the blue color. If I increase the size, you will be easily able to understand. Okay, this one is column header border only. So we have added bottom. Okay, if you also want to add the top, okay, this one I can also add it. Enable the top. Yes, we got it. Left side only to the column headers. Okay, only to the column headers. Okay, only to the column headers here, and also here we will get it. Okay, let me enable this. Left you see, yes. Right you see, yes, we got it. Okay, this is only for the column headers. And the next option is value section. Okay, value section. Let me click on the top. Above the values, whatever you see, Canada, okay, the date, accessories, bikes, these are all the values. Click on top, bottom. Okay, let me click on the left. You will understand left. Okay, what do we have on the left side? This is the left border. Okay, let me increase the font. Let me increase the width. Make it 5. You will be easily see. We can see this. You see, right side we will see this. So this is value section. Next one is total section. Okay, come down. So where do we have the total section? So this one is the total. Okay, this one is the total. So I can also add on the top. We have it. You see, on the top we have it is enabled. Okay, let me increase the font size. You will be able to see this. And bottom you will be seeing. Left side, yes, we will have. Right side, yes, we have it. Okay, for all the sides we have, for all the sections we have added the borders. All, we can directly add it all. Without selecting the sections, we can add it automatically. So this is the borders. Okay, make it reset to default. Okay, options. What do we have the options? Row padding. Okay, the next option is row padding in the options. What is row padding? Under each and every row, okay, under each and every row, what is the space that you see in between each and every row? Now you see we have one, only one. If I increase the padding under each and every row, it will increase. You see the space is being increased. This is row padding. A global font size. Now let us directly not go to the global font size. Let us go through the individual font size and let's see that. Okay, disable this, minimize this, minimize this, minimize. Under the grid, we have completed the grids. Expand the values. What do we have in the values? So the values of the font size is, the font style is Sego UI. Make it bold. Okay, the value section is being changed. We have separate for the values. We can change the aesthetics, font size, font style, text color. For the column header, we can change it. For the totals, we can change it. I mean, the total comes under the values only. Okay, coming to the column header, no, nothing has changed. We have applied the changes only to the values. Okay, only the value section changes. Only the value section changes. And the next one is we can let us go to some other. Okay, let us go to some other. Click on bold, everything becomes bold. Only the values. Okay, italic, we can make it italic. Underline, we can give the underline to each and every value. Okay, that is what we have it. Text color, we can change it into some other color. Okay, this is alternate text color. Background color, we can go for changing the background color of the visual, only the visual. Okay, and alternate color also we can make the changes. Okay, alternate background color also we can change it. Okay, that is the value. Text wrap. What is the text wrap? Let me make it to default, reset to default, and we have an option called as text wrap. Okay, what is the text wrap? Let us see that. Okay, so if you see here text wrap, if I minimize the product, okay, if I minimize the product, I see as per the width of the column, the bike has come down. Okay, for bike has come down. Okay, if I disable this, we will see the dot dot dot. You see, we will see the dot 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 in the text wrap. If I enable this, we will see the bike under it. So that is text wrap. Okay, let me make it to reset to default. Okay, and increase the width of the column. Okay, this is width of the column. Okay, so this is about the values. Let us go through the column headers. Okay, next option is column headers. Okay, next option is column headers. So this one, column headers, we deal with column headers. Now let us see if I make the changes to the column headers. Yes, the font style changed. We can increase the size of the font, only the column headers. Okay, column header size is being increased. Text color, we can make the changes to the text color. Okay, background color of the column headers only, make it gray. You see, and alignment header alignments, make it center, it changes. Make it right side, yes, it changes. Okay, same thing with the text wrap. Okay, if I decrease this, okay, if I decrease this, you see the name has come down. Okay, the name has come down. If I turn this off, if we will be able to see the wrapping dot dot dot. So that is text wrap. Okay, option auto size width. What is auto size width is turned on when, okay, in the product name. Okay, in the product name, if I say, if I write something, product name and new, product name new, and click on enter. Okay, you see automatically. Okay, what do we have? So we have, okay, let me make it something like this. Okay, let me make it something like this. Let me write product name, some number. Okay, we already made it. But the thing is that as per the data, okay, product size, sorry, column in the options. Okay, in the options, auto size width, automatically it will adjust the width of the column based on the data, based on the size we have it in the column. Okay, automatically it will adjust the width. Okay, that is auto size width. Okay, let me decrease this. Let me decrease this and show that to you. Okay, it is not turned on. Okay, it is not turned on. So let me turn this on. Option, let me turn this on. Okay, you see automatically it got adjusted. Did you observe the change? So as per the size, as per the width of the column, so automatically auto size width, it adjusts itself. Okay, based on the data. Let me click on reset to default. Okay, everything changes. And minimize this and expand the totals. Okay, you see, let me scroll down. The totals are enabled. The values are enabled. Let me disable this. Now you see we are not able to see the totals. We do not see any totals. Expand this. Okay, enable this. Now we are able to see the totals. Now whatever the changes that we do, it is completely applicable to the totals only. So I can make it total sales. I can write total sales. You see the totals becomes total sales. We can rename this. Font size, font style, we can make it changes and increase the size. Make it italic, make it underline. Yes, it changes. Text color. Now it is black color. I can go for making to some other color. Okay, blue color. Background color only applicable to the totals. You see, and let me make it to default. Reset to default. Okay, disable, minimize total sales. Expand the specific column. Okay, what is specific column? Sometimes client request. Okay, I would like to see some color coding on the columns, only to specific columns. Most of the time, client or the user request us to color the value section, the measures. Now you see series region. Okay, we have start date, order date. Okay, it is applicable to the specific column. Apply to values. Okay, so we have three options available under it. Apply to header, apply to total, apply to values. What do we want to apply? Apply the colors and alignment. Okay, apply the colors and the alignment. For now, let me select the total sales. Okay, apply to values. Click on the text color and I can go for making the changes to text color. Okay, the color has been changed to the pink color. Make it some other color. Okay, background color, make it to light gray. Yes, it is getting only applied to the total values only. Okay, we are not able to see. Let me make some other color. Yes, it is applicable to only to the background color. Now you see the alignment, it is towards the right side. Make it click on the left. Now you see it is on the left side. To the center. Yes, it is to the center. To the right. Yes, it is to the right. Okay. And what we are trying to do, we are only applying to the values. Okay, let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. No, it is the options are not applicable to the totals. Okay, click on the apply to totals. Yes, it is applied to the totals. Let me scroll up. Okay, apply to the header. Okay, click enable this. You see the changes are applicable to the headers also. Okay, so what we are trying to do, we have highlighted the total sales. Whenever the client opens the report, he can easily understand, okay, this is the value section. Okay, I need to look into. Okay, we can also click on others. Okay, region, click on the region. Okay, make it center. You see everything is being made into center. Okay, and background color, make it this color. You see the background color is being changed. Where do we want to apply? Apply to headers. Turn this on. Yes, our headers will be applied. Apply to totals. Yes, it will be applied to the totals also. Okay, that is the series specific column. Okay, let me make it reset to default and disable this cell element. Next one is cell element. So what do we need to apply any specific conditions to the values or to the other dimension data? So you see what all the options available. So the options available, we can switch the ribbons. Okay, switch, we can minimize this. You see this option. You see this option. Just a second. You see this option, the up arrow. I can click on that to minimize a little bit. Okay, you see, yes, we have minimized it. Okay, so what we can see here, so we have the background color. Okay, we have the background color in the apply settings too. We have the background color. We can add the background color. We can change the font color. We can add the icons. We can also add the web URL to the column that we select. Okay, let me click on the total sales. Okay, total sales. Okay, what do we need to add? Do we need to add background color? Do we need to enable the background color? This is called as a conditional formatting. This is also called as conditional formatting. Enable background color. Yes, it is enabled to the background color. The background color is enabled. By default, it is showing the blue color. Let me click on FX. Okay, make this property change under different conditions that you define. It is also called as conditional formatting. Let me click on FX. Okay, what do we have? We have formatting, format style, apply to, and which field do we should we base this on? Okay, how should we format empty values, and what is the minimum value color? Okay, light blue color, maximum value color. Okay, highest color dark. Okay, blue color. So now let us go through different options available in here. Okay, we have in the format style, let me expand, gradient, rule, and field value. And how do we want to apply? Only to values and totals, only totals. Okay, so automatically the gradient represents that based on the lowest and highest, automatically it assigns the color coding. So we can give the smaller color, okay, light red color, and in the highest color, I can go for more colors, make it green. Okay, make it green and click on OK. Okay, highest color we get the green and lowest color we get the red. Okay, I can scroll down and let's see whether do we have the red. We got the red, but based on the background color. Okay, so let me make it default. Did we? Yes, we did. Okay, based on the background color, it is giving like that. Okay, So, okay, we can go for it. Or we can also go for ascending and descending sorting of the data by clicking on the column in the visual. Now you see red color. This is because of the background color. Okay, this is specific. No, I think in the this cell element. Okay, so let me click on the effects again. Okay, let me click on the effects. Yeah. It is yes. It is gradient. Yeah. So base yes, the red color is getting applied to the lowest values. And we also see another option, add middle color. Do we want to add any middle color? Click on this. Okay. Okay. Scroll up, scroll down. Okay. Scroll down. We also get the middle color. Okay. Scroll down. We also get the middle color as the yellow. Okay. I think we need to scroll more. I can click on this. Yeah. You see middle color yellow. Okay. 7917 is yellow. Okay. This is automated based on the condition. It is automated. Automatically, it is segregated the highest and lowest value. This is by the gradient. And the next option available is rules. How do we want to see? Okay, we can add the rules. Okay, we can add the rules. We are applying it on the total sales, and whether are we selecting the percentage or the number. And we can color code based on the percentage or the condition. Let me click on if value greater than or equal to 0, number less than or equal to 1000, less than or equal to 1000, I can give the text color as red color. Okay, and the next, click on the new rule. If the value is greater than or equal to 1001, make it number less than or equal to 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Okay, make it green color. Click on more colors and select the color. Click on the green, make it green color. We only have the two colors. Okay, now let me click on the OK section. Okay, so we got green color. Okay, based on the condition we got, but for the highest number we did not give it. Okay, let me click on the new rule. Okay, greater than or equal to maximum. Let me go for number maximum. Okay, we have it. Let me make it equal to, okay, equal to direct to max. Why are we not getting max? Greater than max, or we can go for, okay, we can directly give greater than 10,000. Okay, greater than 10,000, less than maximum. Do we get, yeah, less than maximum. Okay, I can go for some other color and click on OK. Okay, scroll up, scroll up. Now you see we are able to see the maximum as yellow color or gold color. Okay, this is background color. Okay, this is by the rule. This is by the rule. Next one is field value. Okay, what field should we base this on? Okay, let me cancel this. Let us create one condition. Okay, let us create one condition. Right click. Okay, new measure. New measure. Okay, so condition equal to if, okay, total sales. Okay, let me write only two conditions. If total sales less than or equal to 10,000, okay, sorry, greater than or equal to 10,000, okay, make it 1, else 0. Close the bracket, click on enter. Okay, I will go for conditional formatting. Okay, remember this conditional formatting we created to one measure. Okay, click on fx. Here what do I do? In the rules I can pick that, measure that we created. In the sales conditional formatting, click on this. Okay, so what I can write here, I can directly write equal to 1, equal to 1. Okay, number, so make it green color, because which is greater than 10,000. And the new rule, okay, equal to 0, make it number, and make it everything, make it red color. Okay, Let us go with a darker red color. Okay. And click on OK. Okay, now you see whichever are, whether it is following the number. Okay, let me make it greater than. So let me make it greater than. Now we will see. Now you see. So you see whichever are greater than. Okay, whichever are greater than 10,000, it is green color. And next one, whichever doesn't, which is less than 10,000, it is red color. You see, whichever less than 10,000, it is red color, and whichever greater than 10,000, based on the condition. You see, based on this condition, it is working based on this condition. You see, conditional formatting. Okay, if total sales greater than or equal to $10,000, okay, everything is green because we have given in the FX, in the field value, we gave that and we have selected the color. You see how beautiful it is. By conditional formatting, we can select the color coding. So client can easily understanding, okay, these are green color, or we can also go for icons. Let me turn this off. Enable the icons. Now you see whichever are more than that, it is automatically assigning the icons. Okay, let us go through the font color now. Okay, now you see font color, it is changing. Click on the effects. Same thing. I can select the field value. I can select the conditional formatting. Okay. Oh, now I'm not able to get it. Okay, in the font color, I think it is. We will not be able to get it, I think. Okay. Data bars. We can add the data bars. Based on the highest and lowest value, it is automatically assigns the data bars. Let me take this off. Okay. Data bars. We can assign the highest value, negative value, and lowest value, negative value, and highest value. And the next option available is icons. I can click on this. Okay. In the icons, we have rules and field value. Okay. Let us go with the rules only. If you see, the data is automatically, whatever the data that we have, the totals that we have, the totals that falls under 0 to 33%. Okay. 0 to 33%, it will assign rhombus, red color. The data that falls under, the total sales that falls under 33 to 67 percentage, triangle, yellow color. 67 to 100%, circle, green color. Okay, so I can directly click on OK. So we directly get it. Okay, we got it. Let me click on the FX again. We have icon layout left of the data. I can also go for only icons. Okay, we will not get the values. Okay, we will not get the values. If you see here, you see 7730 that we have it. If I click on OK, we will only get the icons. Okay, we will only get the icons. Let me click on the FX again. And the next one is right of the data. So it will be right of the data, right of the values. Again and again, let me erase this. And again, the next one FX, click on whether, how do we want this? Okay, whether do we want this icons only to the middle, we can make it middle. Okay, it comes to middle. But if you also want to change the alignment of the total sales, okay, change the alignment of the icons, expand the specific, click on the total sales and click on the alignment to center. These icons move to center. You see, these icons move to center. Click on the alignment left side. Yes, it moves to left side. Click on this. Okay, this is the way we can arrange the icons, the alignment of the icons. Okay, and click on this FX again. Okay, in the middle, in the bottom also we can make it. Here we are in the rule. I can also select the field value. Okay, icons only. What is the field value that we want to select? Expand the data, all data, sales, conditional formatting. No, we are not able to get it. Okay, values only, totals and values, bottom left. Okay, let me ignore this. Okay, so this is icons. This is called as cell element or conditional formatting. We can also do it in another way. Expand the total sales. You see this icon? To expand this icon, this symbol, to expand. Okay, click on this, we will get the options. You see, remove fields, rename this visual. Okay, move up, down. We can move this up and down. You see, we can move this up and down. Expand it again. Move to the bottom. Yes, we can move it. Click on this again. Conditional formatting. Okay, this falls under conditional formatting. Same option. Click on the background color. Yes, this is also called as cell elements or the conditional formatting. And what do we have in the next option after cell elements? URL icon. Turn this on, but you can ignore this URL icon. Image size. What is the image size? It is 75 pixel, 75 pixel. I think when we add the image, we will get it. Okay, it's not the image. We haven't added anything. Okay. Next one is spark lines. Cell element. I think if I okay, you can ignore the spark lines. If we get accessibility also, you can ignore the accessibilities. Okay. Okay. I'll explain little later. Okay. Now let us go through the general. Okay. What kind of options that we have it in the general? Expand the properties. Okay. Expand the position. What do we have in here? We have the size and the position. What is the height? The height is 583. The height is 583 and width is 1280. What is the default? It is 720 pixel. The height is 720 pixel and width is 1280. So do we need to, if you want to adjust the height and width, we can adjust. Increase it, it goes, the height increases. If I increase this, you see 613. If I decrease this, 573. If I decrease the width, okay, if we decrease the width, yes, we can see 1216. Increase it, yes, it changes. This is the properties. Okay, this is the properties. Let me erase this. And the next one is position. Okay, what is the position? What is the position from the horizontal and vertical lines? If I go for giving 5, okay, from the horizontal we get it 5 pixel. Okay, from the horizontal we get the 5 pixel. Let me decrease this. 20, you can make it 60. Okay, if I give 5 pixel, okay, if I make it 0, if I give 5 pixel, okay, let me make some. Okay, vertical it is changing. Okay, from the horizontal whether it is changing? No, it is not changing. You observe it. I think from the left side it changes. Okay, this is okay. You see this one, table visual, expand the properties, position. From the horizontal, it is 19 pixel. Okay, from the left side, it is 19 pixel. If I decrease, it is 96 pixel. If I increase, this is from the left side. Horizontal is like from the left side within the dotted lines, how many pixel that we have it. Okay, if I can give 5 pixel, okay, it adjusts. If I increase, I can also give it 10 pixel. Okay, we will get it. Okay, so this is position. So from the vertical, it is 11. I can make it 0. From the top, this is vertical. Okay, this is horizontal. Okay, what is vertical? What is horizontal? Okay, this one above, this one is vertical. Okay, this one is vertical. This one is horizontal. Side you see horizontal. Above on the top you see vertical. From the vertical, how many pixel the gap that we have it? Okay, from the vertical, how many pixel that we have it? If I go for horizontal side, here horizontal. Okay, how many pixel that we have it? Make it, let me give it 5. Let me give it 5. So it moves little bit. Okay, let me give it 5. It moves little bit. Okay, on the bottom, on the vertical from the above, how many pixel that we have it? I can give 10. Okay, it comes down to 10 pixel. I can also give it 10 here. Okay, you see it is moving. So that is horizontal and vertical positioning. Next one is padding. Okay, this is applicable inside the visual. Okay, this is applicable inside the visual. You observe it. What is the padding? Let me make it 10 on the visual on the top. This one. Okay, this one. This is padding from the horizontal. You observe it. Okay, if I increase this, if I make it 15, okay, from the up we got some space added. That is padding. From the left side also, if I make it 15, you see from the left side it is added. From the bottom of the visual, 15. Yes, the space is added. From the right side, it is added. So that is padding. Advanced option, maintain layer order. You can ignore this. Okay. So this is what we have it. Expand the title. Expand the title and we can give the title. Okay. Total sales. Total sales by region. I can write some title. Some title. And heading. We can go for headings, different style heading. Okay. Din. Okay. The font style is din. Let me make it Cambria Mutt and increase the size. Make it bold and only it is applicable to the title. And what is the alignment that we want to go for it? Make it middle. Subtitle also we can add it. Background color, let me go for light. Okay. Add the subtitle. Enable this. Okay. So we can also go for adding category. Okay. And make it bold. Increase the size. Align it. So this is subtitle, title and subtitle. Divider. Whether do we need to have the divider between the subtitle and the next? We can have that. Solid line or dash line. Okay, now you are not able to see, increase the width. Okay, dotted lines, dash lines, dotted lines. Yes, we can separate the title from the values, from the headers. Okay, spacing. What is the space that we want to have it? Okay, what is the space that we want to have it between the title and the headers? Let me click on reset to default. Okay, this is advanced option. Okay, expand the effects. What do we have in the effects? Background and visual border. What is the background color that we want to give it? Only it is applicable to the visual. Okay, only it is applicable to the visual. I can add the background of the visual. Transparency, I can increase and decrease the transparency. Visual border, expand the visual border. Do we need to have the border of the visual? Okay, now you see the corners are sharp corners. Okay, the corners are sharp corners. I can also go for rounded corners. Click on this, go to general, effects, expand the visual border and make it 10 pixel as the rounded corners. Okay, increase the little bit width. Now you see we have got rounded corners. That is the visual border. That is visual border. Do we want to have the shadow? Yes, we can add the shadow. Data format. Okay, what is the data format? So the data format are the data types available in the individual. This data format, the data types is applicable only to the visual. Okay, only to the visual. Click on the total sales. Format, you see general, whole number, decimal number. Make it decimal number. Okay, now we can see the decimal number. 1000 separator, do you want the decimal number to be 1000 separated or percentage or decimal places? How many decimal do we want to have it? Make it 2. You see, we are able to see the 2 decimals after the point. Okay, this is the data type applicable inside the visual, only to the visual. Header icon. Okay, what is the header icons? Okay, let me highlight that. The one which you see, funnel symbol. Okay, these are all the header icons. What is the background color of header icons? So let me make it to white darker. You see, header icons is changing. Border, I can give the border. Icon color, I can go for giving the icon colors to some other color. Make it white. Icon color, change the icon color. Increase the transparency or decrease the transparency. So this is expand the icons. These are all the icons available: visual information, visual warning, visual error. This, when we publish the report, we can see it in the Power BI service. These icons, okay? When we publish the report, we can see it in the Power BI service. So these are all about the icons.